What's poppin' YouTube? Not even what's poppin'. Assalamu alaikum YouTube. It's your boy Makai X Barboza here, and today I want to talk about a topic that's a very serious topic. I know I haven't done these oh, my hair is wild. Holy shit. But yeah. But for today's video, I wanted to talk about a topic that's been on my mind for the past this happened literally legit it's gonna come up 3 years ago since this happened. And what's been killing me is that I was wrong, and for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, you may or may not know this famous kickboxer, Romanian dude, whatever, Andrew Tate, right? You've seen his videos at one point or another. And during that era where I really got into his videos, I was in a very dark place. I felt like I didn't have anyone. And I just felt lonely. And I didn't know what to do to cope with that darkness that was... I was religious, I was a Christian at the time. But I felt like something was missing. There was just a piece of me that wasn't existing at the time. So I followed his advice, do as much push-ups, and I was seeing progress. I was my arms, this area opening up more, getting bigger. And my arms just getting more, because I was working at the time. I was working at O'Reilly's Auto Parts. So I was like, shit, if I'm going to be working a job, I got to get stronger so I can lift these auto parts, these heavy metals. And I was doing that, and for a time, I was just... The whole time I thought I was getting over this girl, or trying to move on, I was, everybody says I should. I just felt more alone. I actually realized that I didn't care about nobody or nothing else aside from my physical process and skateboarding and, in the gym. Even though I wasn't in the gym, I was doing at-home workouts. All I cared about was, how much money I was making, how much, how stronger am I getting? Am I making any progress skateboarding? All that shit from Andrew Tate made me realize, man, I really am more alone now. Look. I mean, there's people right there, but those ain't the people I come in with. There's not the people I'm hanging out with. Look who I'm with, bro. And it's not like I don't have friends. I have people I can hit up. But it's just, something I didn't realize until 2 years later, right? 2-3 years later, that I was wrong. And that I didn't need to be someone I wasn't. I'm not Andrew Tate. I'm not a fighter. But I felt like I had to portray myself as this person because I felt like nobody wanted me for who I was. I was always that shy kid, that introvert, always kept to myself, what people would describe as a popular loner. And that is the truth. I'm not a high-value man that can kick your ass or a professional kickboxer. I'm a skater. And realizing that knowing that I potentially lost loved ones, and the fact that time is only going forward, and that whole, when I was heartbroken, I couldn't sleep, but I had to do those push-ups. Realistically, I'm not saying getting in shape doesn't work or help, but for a heart that is broken and filled with loneliness and hatred, love and compassion is needed. being a masculine man isn't always about being strong. It's also about expressing your vulnerabilities, your weaknesses. And that's why, as a man, the most valuable thing you can give is your time. Because this time that I've given this girl, and knowing that she'll never come back, it really saddens me. I could have been myself. And she would have, who knows, we probably would have still been talking. But it's like, I fucked it up. Not everybody, you don't have to be a killer. You don't have to be this gangster, this hyper emotional person. Just because, we live in a time where we need strong men. But being a strong man doesn't mean you have to be a dick and isolate people. I never realized how close these walls were caving in and how lonely I was getting over time. Like, legit, this is the loneliest I've ever been in my life. This is the loneliest. Not because I don't have a girlfriend, but man, I feel like I wouldn't have fell into the wrong crowd, the wrong people. I feel like I would have been way better in life, in a better spot. But instead I tried to be the strong guy, when inside I wasn't even feeling strong. I wanted to die, really. And it's not me trying to throw a pity party on myself, but it's just my background, like what I'd done in the past, and I would trade in all those push-ups I did, all those words I said, just to spend one more moment with her. Not just for sex, but to sit down and talk. But that's it for today, y'all. Peace, love, and blessings, and I'll see y'all next time.